5 films that changed the industry. Well, for me personally, and I think for many people, one of them was Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Partly because it was made in England, most of it, so it really kick-started the renaissance of character animation. The animation director was my then boss, Richard Williams, who is one of the great gurus of animation, and he taught an entire generation. So just from the point of view of creating a skill set that really hadn't existed to that extent in the UK up until that point, I would say Roger Rabbit. Toy Story was the game changer for pretty much everybody. It defined what CG animation could be. It created characters that appealed both to children and to adults, which is a very critical thing. All the movies after Toy Story aimed at both audiences. I would say arguably most of the movies up until that point didn't. Shrek defined what DreamWorks was. Up until that point, we hadn't had an identity as a studio. We'd made many different movies which have been successful, but it was Shrek that was really our game changer movie, and today it's still one of the all-time top grossing movies. It created characters that were so beloved. It spun off, many sequels, and it still is. We have Puss in Boots 2 in the works, so the characters have a life of their own. After that, I would say Despicable Me, again for the same reason. It was the first film from Europe that challenged the box office dominance of films originating from American studios. It was enormously successful. It was made almost entirely in France. It had a team of mostly young animators, many of whom had come from school, directly from school, and had gone into this amazing creative workforce. And then finally, for me, I would have to say Lord of the Rings. It's not strictly speaking an animated film, but I think the character of Gollum totally changed what people thought CG characters could be in the context of a live-action film. He was a character that people believed was as important as the actors. So, and also the films are fantastic, but those are for me the films that have really changed the industry.